What's y'all take on this Kyrie shit?
Oh, I'm gonna answer that on the other channel. I feel
You, can
it's
I
not a
answer?
right way to say it, man. It's not.
Can, can, can I answer? Can I? And because I have a way with words, so
Yeah,
I'm
be
going
right
to.
with it on this channel. Be right with it.
I
I'm really interested in your perspective, Polo, because I just wonder what angle you go hit.
I believe wholeheartedly that the situation that has arrived with Mr. Kyrie Irving is nothing more than a modern day example of buck breaking.
Yeah.
That's the way that I see it. It's stay on code. If you do not stay on code, we have a way of making you get on code. Now, they made him say Toby by having
Dude,
him issue an apology.
Brandon did this shit on purpose, bro. He know what he did.
And
Dude.
I believe wholeheartedly that him, along with Mr. West, are examples not to the regular black man, but to the black men with affluent and income. Watch what
Mm-hmm.
you say because you don't own anything.
Exactly.
That's
I
what
agree.
I believe. Now, I could have took it on a whole nother way, but I'm being respectable for the airwaves. And I
There we
believe
go.
that these affluent so-called Negroes that we have representing us on these platforms, as far as television and other types of media, are resembling the good house Negro,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
saying that this man should be castrated, castigated, and all these other types of things. When
Mm-hmm.
I believe that a free thinking black man is a wise black man and something that should be celebrated and championed. But in the
Mm-hmm.
society that we live in, the black man who has a different thought pattern is seen as a weapon of mass destruction. And what do
Mm-hmm.
I mean by a weapon of mass destruction? When I'm thinking about WMDs in this way and shape, it's anybody who has the ability to not only touch the mind, but somebody who has the ability to touch the heart. When you
Mm-hmm.
start changing people's hearts and their minds follow, you have the recipe for revolution. And that is one thing that is not needed in this country for the people who have the power. And that's all I'm going to say.
Ooh, brother, I couldn't have said it no better. I ain't even got nothing to add. Only thing I got to add is I'm trying to figure out, where my boy Jay Z at. It's a conscious
Man,
brother right there. You know what I mean?
He,
Where
no,
everybody,
he
where
ain't.
he
everybody, where Dave Chappelle at? Where are my conscious brothers at who do have the influence, who can stand behind somebody? You know what I mean? Who can really? I don't understand that. Oh, what Jay say? Well, you can't change it without being in the house or whatever. Whatever type of acronym he said, but you know what I mean. He's trying to change the system from within. You know what I mean? I get that, but at the same time, when you got to let your nuts hang at some point. You know what I mean? You
The
can't let
thing
these
is,
guys
it's
just sit
not.
out
It's
here and down their sword every day, man.
like I say, I got a whole lot to say. It basically a lot of it to what Polo was saying, and a whole lot more because a lot of people are going off what you see off the base or whatever. It's simply
but it's
plain say
deeper
the
than
man,
that.
the man. Yeah, that's why I'm saying a lot of people going off of face value, right? For us, I'm not even talking about the people that came after you. I'm talking about our own. You know what I'm saying? We already know the game is rigged. The game been
But
rigged. And
the,
the thing is, we have more than enough of us that can own something. You see what I'm saying? But not
Exactly.
willing to because you're afraid to go against the natural establishment. You see what I'm saying? Of what you're accustomed to. You know what I mean? And that's
Yeah.
something that has to stop. All right. That's the part where that's on us. It's time to man up. Period. You can't complain about it if you ain't gonna do nothing about it.
it's
You see what I'm
True.
not
saying?
only time to man up, but It's time to stand on it.
Mm.
and
It's
come
time to
together.
stand.
And come
It's time to,
together.
Yeah, that's what
because
I'm saying. And
because
if you get all your natural, my bad, I ain't mean cut you off, Polo.
no, you're
But
fine. You're
if you
fine.
get all your influence, like people you name, B, if you hear Jay-Z, like I saw this picture, I think I told you this, Polo. It was a picture that was
Look,
black and white. It had Fat Joe, Jay-Z, Rick Ross, all the top earners and stuff like that. They had like Bentley trucks behind them. It was a cold picture. You know what I'm saying? And somebody asked me, what you see when you see this picture? I said, a bunch of niggas that don't give a fuck about us.
Carl, I
I'm
agree
being
with
real,
that,
bro. I'm being real. All these
but
rich dudes got together to take a picture, but ain't none of them doing nothing for nobody else.
see,
My
my
thing is, if you took that same group of dudes and just like how they got the ADL and we formed our own shit, you see what I'm saying? We wouldn't be talking about have that same type of energy when it come to us. You see what I'm saying? They got a whole coalition.
see,
They took the proper they took those proper measurements to create the paradigm of anti-Semitic. They made that word powerful. They took those steps. You see what I'm saying? To
Mm-hmm.
get to that point, we haven't. We got the Negro League, which was founded by a white woman.
uh,
You get me now? Nothing that everything that we think is ours has never been ours.
and for
We
me,
never had no ownership. We've always been owned. And
for
everything
me,
that we say we put our face on is always owned by somebody else.
true. That's true.
It
And
is.
for me, it's about perspective because unity, and I've said this to Slick several times offline. Unity amongst our people is not an issue. It's never been an issue because we can unify over sneakers, we can unify over sports, we can unify over weed, alcohol, all these different types of non-tangible things. So unity is not a problem. It's just the perspective of what we're unifying for. We have no desire. Well, I'm gonna say we all of us, because we all in this together. We have no desire to unify on a common front when it comes to making actual improvement. I'm not saying change,
It's all
but
love, Carl.
improvement. Because to improve, you have to put one foot in front of the other and take step by step by step by step. We're not
Mm-hmm.
doing that. And we venerate with the things that we venerate, the things that we celebrate, the things that we champion are all detrimental to our community as a whole. The music that we listen to, the music is garbage.
Internet junk. Okay,
The
there you go.
the things that we champion, as far as growing up in the hood. I grew up in the hood too. No neighborhood dope dealer. That was the hero. That's not a fucking hero. That's not a hero.
That's not. But see, the thing is, that's a whole. That's. I mean, I get what
That's
that
all
person was
part of
doing
it.
was wrong. No, because that's past shit. Because today, I'm gonna be
That's
real with
still
you.
the case.
Nah, you can't like you go because that's like saying you don't believe a beautiful person can come from the hood. Like
No,
it's gonna be
you're
bad
looking
people
at it.
every which way and shape, form, or
You're
fashion.
looking at it
You're
from
gonna
a
have those.
personal standpoint instead of a macro
No,
standpoint, because not everybody is going to have that mindset. Not everybody's going to have that drive or that want to fix the situation or use the situation that they grew up in to
right.
make
But look at it like
better
this. You
changes in their life.
look at it like this,
Not
Polo.
everybody's going to do that.
Polo,
Some
look at it
people
like this.
are just monkey see, monkey do.
No, not necessarily because like and you catch a person like that, then the person that's walking along with that person is like kind of just as wrong. Like if you take a person of that walk that lifestyle, I almost said something, but I'm not gonna say that. But look, that walk that lifestyle, had walked that lifestyle, they just didn't have that right person to say,
Yeah.
in his mind to
That
say, I can't run no business. I don't know nothing about no business. But in retrospect, he was running a business. You get what I'm saying? Like you already doing it. Like a lot of people just don't have that push and they see a way out and they just jump to it. You know
Yep.
what I mean? So it's not like
The
when it comes
options.
to that now I'm just saying that now the people who
I'm
just
not
run around with
disagreeing.
guns and just shooting and stuff like that, all right, I get that. But when it come to a means of survival, sometimes it's a little different, bro.
So like I'm not disagreeing with you. Like I said, I came up in the hood too. It may have been a different era from the things that you or B probably experienced, but it was still the same shit on the ground. It still was. And I'm not saying that people can't change. I'm just saying that there's people out here who don't want to change.
Oh, that's a fact.
There's people who don't. That's why I constantly say this, and you've heard me say it. There's a defined difference between black people and niggas.
Okay.
And a lot of times,
this whole
man, let's stop.
I blame B, bro. I blame B, bro. B did that shit, bro. B did that
My
shit.
bad,
B knew what he was doing.
I know it. B loves to hear intelligent conversations.
B knew what he was doing when I said I don't want to get into it. He said, I'm glad you said so, Polo. I woke you up. I said this.
B knows for a fucking fact we may agree, but we see shit from a different angle. He just was on the side that he's on.
I'm not saying that. I just hate for people because like I interjected that because we do got listeners, right? I agree with you, but I also want our listeners to understand there is a flip side to the coin. You get what I'm saying?
No, there is. There's always a yin to a yang, but then there's others.
Right, but we have too many others right now. Right. But just as you saying that, we got listeners that just take shit for face value. Sometimes it has to be said on both ends for them to be able to make a conscious decision or understand what we're talking about. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And you know,
it's the options that Slick talking about, man. Because for real, I think a lot of these kids just don't see the difference. They don't see the out. They see the drug dealer, but they don't see the doctor down the street. You know what I mean? He's not there. He's not visible. A doctor walk around be fly as he want to be, but they look like nerds. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just no balance. There's no balance.
That's because it's not being promoted as cool.
Where that dude is going to look up to that dope boy. He's pushing the bins and everything, while the doctor is still in a Honda Accord because he's still in medical school.
And he's stacking his bread.
The problem, you just hit it on the head. The main issue that needs to be fixed is materialism in our community.
Yeah.
But
that got to come from home. That got to come from your parents. Because I wasn't raised to be materialistic.
That can't just do that because you know I know plenty of dudes, and I know you know plenty of dudes who was raised in a good household, raised with the best and had the best because their parents strived and did everything that they could for him, and he still turned out a fuck up
because they allowed it. Like, look,
because
it's a two-way street.
People just are who they are.
Right, but what I'm saying is, it depends. Like, I'm talking about for this materialistic shit. Like, we weren't raised on shit. Like, it was no such thing as like the have or have nots. It was that you didn't need it. I understood what I need, what I needs and wants. We was taught it in school. It was taught in my house. What you crying over that He-Man toy? What that He-Man toy gonna do for you? You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't raised on it. Like, oh, well, he got it, so what? You know what I'm saying? Then as I got older, all the kids who got everything they wanted, they end up not being, you know what I'm saying? They was the brats. They wasn't shit. They into it with their mama. I was more humble, like, I'll get it next week. I appreciate layaway. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? I come from the humble beginnings where if I go back to it, I understand. You know what I'm saying? Where
that's
it's like
not the reality for everyone.
No, reality is shaped by your household. So
reality is shaped by perception.
No, parents,
that's a little part.
That's a small part. Just because what you see
parents
outside,
is a little
your
part.
parents.
That's a little part, bro.
No. Let me finish.
The world is a way bigger influence, bro.
No, it is a way bigger influence. But your parents still supposed to be instrumental. Like, you think I didn't go out there and do? See, I'm not trying to say all that. But you understand, right? You see what I'm saying? But still, that shit in my head was there though. Like, I don't necessarily need this. You understand what I'm saying? That little piece. So, like I said, it's not I was always taught it's not the big stuff, it's the little stuff. It's the little stuff that snowball into the big shit. You don't get that little tidbit from your parents that you had understood that why you didn't get these pants or why didn't you get this. It probably wasn't that they couldn't afford it. You didn't need it. It was teaching you a lesson, like, because you were so hard up on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I don't want your mindset thinking you got to be hip every time somebody else or the new thing come out or whatever. You get what I'm saying?
Read that, because that's another factor that we didn't have.
I said it's promotion. I said that earlier, but I mean, that's still kids though. Like, if you got kids, your kids shouldn't be on no cell phone watching no TikTok.
But how can you control that when they're not in your vicinity?
What you
And that's a
mean?
hard battle right there, bro. You still
What you
don't
mean?
want your
It's one
kids to
thing.
be
It's where your kids at most of the time. Then see, that's what I'm talking about.
this
Parenting.
nigga right
Your
here.
Okay.
kids supposed to
You
be
can keep
mostly in
your
school. Your kid supposed to be
school.
mostly in school and at home. Your kid ain't supposed to be gone all the day.
Can I ask you something? Then can I ask you something? Would you agree with me that it can, for a lot of situations, all it takes is 1 minute for you to ruin your life?
Exactly.
Would it take? It can you ruin your life in 2 minutes?
Yeah, you
3
can
minutes?
do it in 1 second.
5 minutes? How about on a bus ride home from school?
Mhm.
Right, but that's not the same thing as influence.
But
You got
that's
to do
out of
something.
your
Ooh, he
control.
dropped that, and he dropped him. But
Hey, he got dropped. Fight like Barrett fights like fucking Conor Ben.
Yeah, he can fight. That's why I was like, I didn't realize he was on this court. But
But
no,
just
what I'm
like you were
saying
saying,
is,
Slick, the decisions that we made when we really hopped off that porch, man, like it really could have got bad for us.
right,
You know what I mean?
I get that.
It really could have got bad.
I get that. But what he's saying, how I'm taking what he's saying is like you equating a bad decision to watching TikTok. Like watching a TikTok for 5 minutes ain't the same as like me and you jumping off the porch. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, it is.
And
These
choosing
kids
to jump
they
like
use the
that.
cinnamon challenge.
I put it like this.
It's all that ain't new. That's just
Kill
that's
that
thing.
goddamn
We had challenges,
What?
bruh.
No,
We just didn't call them challenges, bruh. We had challenges.
Gangster shit moved from being outside to being online.
Yeah.
So the influence that somebody can have, your daughter could be doing, or your son could be doing TikTok videos on a bus, and you would never know.
Oh,
you would never know.
What? Right, I get that.
Somebody else's device, because it's always, when it comes to decisions that are made, it's always about others' influence.
Right,
not so much of influence.
But they would be. But now, me ask this: would they not be Would they be doing it freely, or would they not be sneaking and doing it?
They're doing it freely at that point.
No, they're not. Ain't shit free if you ain't just doing it at home. Then you sneaking.
Then every child is.
So
sneaky.
you can't control the world, but you still start at home, bro. You can't not say fuck it at home, and then because you feel like they're gonna see it outside anyways. You still gotta put that in their mind. Okay, you know how bad shit I used to do though, but I still had that fear in my head. My daddy come out this house, he about to fuck me up.
But you still did it.
You understand me? It made me smarter. And if I got too annoyed about it, I fuck it. I ain't with it. You still have to give them that. You still have to implant that in their minds. If you don't do that, then you just raising a kid raising themselves.
But
at 40 years old, he's still in the back of your head.
For real. For real.
You're still giving them a choice.
No, I'm not giving no kid no tea right there. That's that new age shit.
Obey or disobey. Those are choices.
Oh shit, that's not a choice, bro. It is what it is.
Look, how would you know?
Because you sneaking, right? That's the point. Ain't no choice. You sneaking.
Peer pressure is a real thing,
choice is freedom.
Peer pressure is real.
No, I didn't say. No, I ain't talking about peer pressure. You said it's a choice to obey or disobey. If you sneaking, you made your choice. You know you're not supposed to be doing.
They share a bedroom.
I didn't say they not. No, I'm talking about. But you saying basically because they're gonna be influenced outside, it don't matter about what happens in the home.
No,
it does.
I'm not saying that it doesn't matter. I'm just saying that some people,
because most of these little
just who they are,
bruh. No,
some people are.
I refuse to believe that at the influence of mine. You are influenced between the age of 6 and birth, bro. On everything I love, a lot of these little cats get this shit at home. They grow up seeing their mama calling their sister bitches. They grow up seeing daddy do whatever the fuck they want to do, and they carry that shit on their goddamn self, bro. Because that's what they see. They think it's regular, bro. You don't see how these kids, they do it like it's regular. Like this is just how it is. And then you go to their house, it really, their environment, their world is like that.
An environment plays a part.
That's what I'm saying, bro. At home, these little dudes not even they smoking weed with their mamas. They smoking weed with their daddies. They cursing in front of their mom. They doing this shit all in house, and this is their reality.
Yes,
I just think that's a small percentage, Slick. That's not an overwhelming percentage.
What I'm saying is this. This is what I'm saying. Stats don't lie. More kids are dying today than when we came up, bro.
Yeah, but they're dying.
You know why? Because that little tidbit that you say is little, was so drummed in our head, it made us smarter. Even though we was doing dumb shit, at least we was smarter while we was doing dumb shit. These little dudes and little girls ain't even getting that little bit at home, fam. That's why it's so easy just to go outside. They not sneaking.
That's a
They just
respect
doing
value,
it.
though.
They
I think
just
you learn the
doing it.
respect value at home. You
You
definitely
know what
learn
I'm
the
saying?
respect value at
Yeah.
home. And that's the easiest way to get killed is by disrespecting. You know what I mean? Like
And
you
what they
right. You be
do,
hearing these
they
these
disrespect their
dudes,
parents,
they be calling each
everything.
other bitches. You know what I'm saying? Like it's something like they be inviting people to their private parts. Like they be that's some grown.
Eric
Bruh,
Carter.
You
bruh.
begging for it. You
All of us
begging
on this
for it.
panel could agree. Amongst men, we didn't call each other bitches.
Nah,
No, that was
We ain't
fighting.
do that, bruh.
That was
We ain't
fighting.
do
nah.
all. We had these little dudes don't got no respect for each other or none of that stuff. And when you go, like I say, they be right. I hear it. They be right in front of their doorway, and they be killing me. They right there cursing, 13, 14. You know what I'm saying? And then they mama come walk between them, going to the car and talking about, watch your mouth, y'all too loud. What?
The hell?
What? Are you serious? You just heard this dude say, motherfucker, fuck this
Yeah.
bitch.
This motherfucker.
You know what I'm
really
saying? So
died.
of course, when he go outside and then he get in front of another grown person, you think he finna respect that grown person? He ain't respecting his own mama.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, even in
My dad.
look, I told you overseas they whoop their kids. Carl just said he needed a good whooping.
Exactly, bro. I remember being grown, bro. I'm grown. Of course, remember being grown. Me and my daddy on the porch. You know, I can curse a little bit around my daddy, but when I got saying motherfucker and shit like that, they be like, "Oh, nigga, ain't your friend now?" I can say shit, damn. You know what I'm saying? But even though my grandma be outside hanging clothes on the clothesline, carrying the basket and shit like that, for one, I better ask her did she need help. Two, if I curse, then he slap shit out of me in the back of my head. Boy, you don't see your grandma right there? Have some respect. You know what I'm saying? Like that little shit. Like I said, we wouldn't curse in front of a church, grown people, and I'm grown myself. We wouldn't even drink our bottle. If we was drinking, we'd put it down like this. If a lady came, we put that motherfucker down.
Or put
It
the
was
beer
just
can behind your back.
respect, man. But we learned that at home. Even though we was out here doing wrong. But we learned that at home. And that little bit saved a lot of our lives. A lot of our lives, bro.
That's true. That's true.
And it's just, it baffles me, bro. But I know why it is what it is when your grandma 35. I mean,
but this like just going back to the little TikTok thing, man. You have to understand, most of these people working 60 hours a week. You know what I'm saying? And then your wife working 40 hours a week on top of that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
no, I
These
get
kids
that.
they really are being raised by social media. You know, so that's why I say it's a hell of an influence. It's a way bigger influence than anything that we can't even put a
Oh
equation on it
yeah,
yet
because we didn't
because the
have that.
studies ain't even
I
there
agree.
yet.
I
You know?
agree in that aspect. I agree in that aspect. Like I said, it's sad, bro. Because at one point you wanna just knock the shit out these little motherfuckers, but in another sense, I feel bad for them. You know what I'm saying?
No, fuck
You know,
that.
we was forced to go outside, bro. We had Nintendo. We was at the brink of video games. I wanted to stay in the house and play Mario all day, but my parents didn't. Nope, go outside. Go outside.
Yeah.
It wasn't no, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that, and you know, and they so wired. It's like they tethered to these devices.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're tethered. I mean, to the point where, bruh, I done told little dudes, I said, you might as well get a YouTube where you be on your phone. You making Facebook money. Go live on YouTube and get some files, make some money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Man, I ain't finna do that. I'm like, you doing it anyways. You live on Facebook. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and you on this mother next door dude all day. He's just
But it's not
constant.
just them. It's us too, bro. Our generation just as tethered to these things as they are. Like for real. I know.
I'm not. I'm either on the phone talking because I hate texting. Right? He'll tell you I don't care to text, bro. That shit stupid. Then like, you know, it is, bro. I'm not finna write a whole book. You feel me? Like I'm just that shit retarded to me. Like, you know, I can't even tell you the last time I played a game on my phone, fam. I got an iPad right here that's old, and I only use it so the phone calls can come through the show. I'm more into, I don't know, I guess I just elevated, bro. Like I like big toys. Like I'd rather spend $400 on a mic. I'd rather spend, you know what I'm saying? Productive shit. I'd rather go buy something for my car and or whatever. I don't know. I just
But not everybody's
been through
like
that phase. I've been through that phase. You feel what
I'm
I'm
just talking
saying?
about the average person, bro. You ain't the average person.
Yeah,
You not
I got an
average.
iPhone, but I don't like it. I got it for business purpose. For some
hell.
people
I play
gravitated more, they
I
trusted
play
more.
games on my phone because nigga,
But
I'm so fucking
occasionally I'll
bored.
play the
I'm
Nintendo
so
Switch
damn
or something
bored.
like that. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
I do keep in a loop because I do know I got girls. Oh, they done figured out how to find. They don't like kids YouTube. They'll find a way to get the grown up YouTube, and you can't. And they done figured out like if I go to kid YouTube, scroll to the bottom where it say where it got the little words in print, and they hit the. Oh, let me be quiet. I don't know if your little man.
Yeah, my son in the back, man. Hold on, man. That's what
Your little man to the call giving instructions. He like, yeah,
he
keep
was
talking.
soaking up
How
that
you do
game
that?
real quick.
But no, they done figured it out. I have to watch them. So, but I try to make sure, I'm like my dad. I sneak up. I let them get good. When they get good and quiet, I sneak, what y'all doing? And I snatch, get here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I let them know, like, nah, it's not going to be going down like that. You feel me?
Yeah.
But I do feel like we need to be more hands-on. And I do know a lot of elements that we were privy to are gone. The whole neighborhood whooped my ass in Washington Park. The whole neighborhood.
Well,
Uncles was able to be like your daddy without his sister saying, don't you hit my child. You get what I'm saying? Those elements was really, really vital. You was afraid of your neighborhood, bro. Like literally, you was afraid of your neighborhood, like not your peers, but like their parents. Their parents was like, your parents, my nigga. Oh shit, Miss Carter saw me. Fuck. You going home, dog? Hell no. She done called on the phone to my daddy, nigga. I'm about to stay as late as I can. Cause I know I'm finna be in all trouble. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But slick, man, you know what all of that is, bro? The word we always use, culture. You
yeah,
know what I mean? That's culture. And that's low
but
key what Kyrie was talking about. Culture, knowledge of self. You know
right.
what I mean?
yeah, that's what
Love.
that
Like
whole
Love,
the
right,
Heart Part
love, right.
Five by Kendrick Lamar was about the culture.
Mm-hmm. Facts.
they don't even they act like
He
that
just
album
needs
didn't
to
even
get
come
back.
out these days. You know?
No, and that's great. I just found I'll show y'all. I was digging through some crates and shit and found that. Remember Self Destruction? We had it for
Yeah.
self.
Let
I
that be
bought it.
made. You
Yeah,
think
I bought
Kodak
it.
Black and all them can get together and make that
They ain't
today?
gonna let it come out. They ain't gonna let that come out. They ain't. I agree with that. They not finna let that come out. Kanye was right about that. They ain't finna let that come out.
Yeah, yeah.
Kanye was right about everything.
Man,
That-
And the thing
man.
is, they don't know it, but
that ain't
they're
coming
proving
out,
him right.
and it is what it is. But I sure bought it.
Did you see
I
the
said,
the
this is what I'm
new
talking about.
the message that he put out?
About Drake?
No, about his trainer was threatening to have him committed and everything,
Ah,
Nah.
and have him doped up for the rest of his days.
What?
Yeah, this was a text message. He had screenshotted it and posted it.
Oh, that's
man,
deep right there. He tripping.
They gonna kill
man.
Kanye.
He'll be
But I
so
think what
fired.
Kanye is doing in so many in a roundabout way is letting you know if something does happen to him,
No, he
Oh,
did.
he
I
you
saw
said
it
know.
when
that.
he said
He
that with the
said that on
media.
Drink Channel.
Yeah. He said on Drink Champ, and he said it again in his driveway. The media was right there. He said, you want to do something? He said, if somebody do something to me, y'all right here. And I walk a
No.
guy, I ain't worried about it. Y'all, he said, if I disappear, you pretty much know who did it. He said that shit. He doubled
Hey,
down on that shit.
once he got away from the Kardashians, boy, he been lit. He been
Hey,
lit. He been
and
he
I
been
and I'm
speaking
not
his truth.
and I do believe, you know, he got not a couple screws loose. He what is it, schizophrenic, bipolar, one of them. I don't know, but that don't mean just because you had those conditions don't mean you don't have sense. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
Darwin. We listened to all the Darwin theories, and he was a paraplegic.
Right.
I forgot he had so much cerebral palsy, I believe.
Cerebral palsy. Right.
Yeah,
Right. 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 Linked to the side
he
in that
was a
chair.
genius.
Yeah, and a genius. Right. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So, it's weird that people would question knowing his condition, but also I mean, this has always been Kanye. Kanye has always said whatever's on his mind. He's the type of person that like he might not think before he open his mouth. Goddamn me, because we didn't see him when he jump on stage. We didn't see him. This ain't new. This ain't
Free
new. You
thinking,
know what I'm
baby.
saying?
Free thinking.
You
We, you
know,
know, and that's what this YouTube. Well, I don't want to knock YouTube or anything, but you know, people just they listen to these influences and stuff, and it becomes part of their brain. They don't ever just sit back with their own thoughts and think about a situation. You know what I
right,
mean? You don't just sit back and come up with your own synopsis about the shit. You just
right,
listening to other people all damn day. You
right.
know,
See,
it's just Go ahead.
no, I was about to say it. Like that shit takes away from your situational awareness.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That
It
shit is
does, bro.
dumb.
It does, bro. It's just sad, and that's exactly what B. You hit it on here. We just need more free thinkers with sense. That's it. Because you know,
Yeah.
it's just, and that shit taps into everything. It's just like everybody got to be the
But
same.
that's damn near
That
every
shit is
culture
whack.
now.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Everybody's culture is deteriorating right
you know,
before our eyes.
I ain't trying to be me. I ain't worried about everybody, but I'm
Didn't
like,
nobody
No, I
want to
get
for
what
debate
you're
with? Didn't
saying.
nobody want
like,
to debate with Kyrie? They didn't want to debate with him. They just wanted to tell him he was wrong. They didn't want to tell him
yeah,
why he was
yeah. They
wrong,
want to ask
how
a
he was
question,
wrong.
and
But
when
he
Yeah.
he
wasn't
asked it,
doing nothing
they
wrong.
was
He just
asking questions to catch him in a trick bag
Yeah.
on purpose, trap questions. They wasn't
Exactly.
asking a logical question. Was like would have been a sensible question for him. Would have been like when you looked at that when you looked at the video, how did you feel? And let him give his statement from that. You get what I'm saying? Not basically just tell him, oh, that video is all hate, and you like just jump down a man's throat. You come that way, how y'all think y'all was he was gonna come at you? He wanted to say a whole lot of other. You saw it in his face.
Oh yeah. Oh, he handled
He
himself
wanted
well.
to
That
give
young
it to
brother handled
him,
himself
like,
well up there.
you know. So I felt bad for him being pinched like that. You know what I'm saying? But and just ain't no solidarity in basketball like that. And you know, I don't think the man said nothing wrong. Like I said, he did apologize.
but he didn't do anything.
Damn, he really did.
He said something
He apologized
that
the right
I've
way.
said
To
to
me, he
somebody
apologized
of
the
that
right way.
community.
I take responsibility for those who may got offended, because that's not the MO. Like I say, it's all about influence. I know that people is little dudes who look up to me. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I'm not sending hatred, so I do take responsibility for that. But they wanted him to say, "I'm sorry." Like, if by me having that admission of saying I'm sorry is to say that I'm anti-Semitic, and I'm telling you I'm not. You know what I'm
But
saying?
bro, I want to tell you the thing that pissed me off the most is the thing that happened yesterday. What pissed me off the most, and it's really had me thinking, like,
Ooh.
how can I agree with this dude wholeheartedly and not support him?
Mm-hmm.
Nike suspended his contract.
Yep. Yep.
How can I can't support Nike in this? I can't because he didn't say anything wrong. He responded the way majority of everybody of us
Well,
respond to them.
well, when it
I
comes to
can't be
businesses and
anti-Semitic when I
opportunities,
know who I am.
when it comes to business and opportunities and stuff like that, that's just why I applaud people do their research. Like, you gotta go to the top. Who owns it? Like, you know what I'm saying? That string could have been pulled by one person.
And then what
Like
that
that, you
does,
know, and the whole other company probably was looking like, "Are you serious?" You know what I'm saying? So like,
but
I don't get into that. You know what I'm saying? The
and
people
then
I'm
it
mad
proves
at,
Kanye right again.
I'm
Sway
mad.
got the answers.
You know what I'm saying? I right. I'm mad at the comrades, the people he bumped shoulders with. You know what I'm saying? Um, Even if you like, you know, like your grandma teach you, if you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say it at all. I would rather for Shaq and all of them to not have said nothing at all. I don't want to comment on
Yeah.
the situation.
Yeah.
Those are the people that I don't care. Look, I applaud the Jewish community. I do. You know
No,
why?
I do
Because
too.
they
I
did
agree
what they
with what
were
they
supposed
did.
to do. They stuck together. Even if I disagree on what's going on, but at least they showed something that I don't get to see every day. They stuck together. And we had our opportunity to stick by his side too as well. And didn't none of them do it.
Yeah.
None of them. Every one of those people that's on that same status with that man, black folks, did not have his back. Now,
Even
one.
LeBron released a statement today.
You know what I'm saying? It makes no
He did.
sense.
Yep.
So it just don't. It just, you know what I'm saying?
Something like it sounded corporate.
It didn't even sound corporate. It sounded like he was just stepping away from it. I guess they did an episode of The Shop together, and he scrapped that interview.
Because it's a bad look now. But if that never happened, he would have aired it.
Well, he said it was some anti-Semitic stuff in that too. So,
Oh,
you know how that
he
go.
trying to jump. No, you can't say that without letting people look at it. See, that's what I'm saying.
Mhm.
He just as wrong. He's just as wrong by saying that comment. He's just as wrong as everybody else is saying what he's so anti-Semitic because he just passed judgment.
That didn't come from LeBron.
Man, guess what?
No,
LeBron
that came
name
from
on
Maverick.
it.
That came from Maverick Carter.
I don't care. LeBron name is on it. It's LeBron's account. Them little kids is not finna say, oh, the Maverick whatever dude did that. No, they gonna say LeBron said. LeBron should say don't put that on. No, I don't have no parts because quiet as kept. He ain't had to say nothing. He had to put out nothing. You don't play with that, man.
Everybody's scared because of Kanye.
You see what I'm saying? Like on me.
You know what I'm saying? Kanye was up $4 billion. Next day he worth 400,000. You know what I'm saying? Hey. You know how quick it can be taken. So everybody just aligning themselves.
But I mean, that's all smoke and mirrors. Nigga was never a billionaire anyways. I'm sorry.
Stock options, baby.
Okay? He was never a billionaire. Go look at what real billionaires are. Go look at Jeff Bezos. That's his. You ain't taking his. He can say whatever you want to say right now. Nigga, make a whole song out of it. And it'll go viral. Oh my God, fuck him. And fuck Amazon. Guess what? I'm still a billionaire, bitch. Can't nobody take it. That nigga never was a billionaire. Never. All right, that was imaginary money. That's called borrowed. Long as you pop in, we'll fund you. You get what I'm saying? That's it. That's it, bro. I mean, that's imaginary money. That's the problem. Get you imaginary money. Hey, hell yeah. B, rock with us, goddamn me, man. BB on every commercial. He boosting our stocks up, goddamn me. Now we are goddamn, our company worth 50 million. Now your shit done went up, you worth 10 million. As soon as my shit dropped, your shit dropped. That shit was imaginary. You get what I'm saying? It's imaginary. But when you look at all these other billionaires though, it's theirs. It's theirs. Because they own it. You ain't taking it. I'm sorry, you ain't taking it. So that's another aspect of life. Like, we gotta look at it like that. Like, you as much as Kanye talking, he still had this. His hand was still out at the end of the day. He didn't even realize it. Mm-hmm. See what I'm saying? You can't shit on people when you doing this. Right? Yep. What they say? Don't bite the hand that's doing what? Feeding you. So we have to, the name of the game, like my dad told me, he said, if you know you're not meant to win the game, you should know how to play it then. The game is rigged. You got to even the playing field. That's what you got to do. It's time to start owning shit.
Ownership is important.
Own it. Nobody wants to own it. See what I'm saying? It is what it is. The one thing Kanye say, go look. Follow the rabbit hole and see who actually own it. Like I said, you ask a kid today about Negro, whatchamacall, they gonna swear, no, that's for us. No, it was founded by a white woman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It got black representatives. Right? Uh-huh. At one point we thought, well, old girl, what was her name? Thought she was black, she was white. We don't.
All right, man. We can end it on that note, man. I ain't mean to bring y'all
it's all good.
y'all fight party down.
We still
like
gonna talk about it later on. This is a good thing though, but we still gonna talk about it more over there. You know, because I got a lot more to say about that. Because my